Hello folks, welcome to the first video in 100 days of code series. Like in this video I will explain you how to download the VS Code and also how to download the GitHub Git bash. Okay. So before that I will tell you what is the use of IDE. See, in your system you can write any code you want. Just download the dependencies, you can write any code. But before that, for example, if you have a code of 100 lines or 50 lines, something small code like HTML code with a combination of CSS. Okay, if you have a set of 50 lines of code, at that time you can write that code in your text file. See here I have a text file, right? So inside this text file you can write all the code, and you can convert the text file into HTML file, or you can convert the text file into Python file or JavaScript file, anything. Okay, you can convert. You can write any code in the text file, and you can convert that files to whatever you want. But in the production level projects, at that time you will write so many type of files. Like you will write some set of HTML pages and subset of JavaScript files and some set of CSS files. We will combine all the files in a single folder or something like that. Okay, like that we will create a big projects. Okay, but for that thing you need a different environment, right? You can't write all the thousands and thousands of lines of code in a single text file, right? You can't write, it will be very clumsy and you can't understand the code after some time, right? So whenever you want to write a code, it should be crystal clear and understandable. Okay, it should be very easy to understand. If anyone check your code now, it should be very clear. There should be understand. We need to write some. We will teach like that only. You don't worry. Okay, how to write the code also we will teach you. Okay. For example purpose, you can see here I have a text file of I written sample HTML page and HTML code in the text file. So I can convert this text file to a normal HTML page. If you want to write a Python file, then you need to write Python code here. Okay. So now I will click this file button and I can click on save as. And I can write something called demo1.html. Okay, then just click on save button. Wait a second, you will one page is created now. Just close this one. Don't worry, I will explain the HTML code in the future videos. Okay, now I will not explain because we need to understand another things. Okay, see. Here I created a HTML page. If I double click this, I can see what I have written. This is the HTML format, right? I think you all know about it. See demo1.html. Like this, you can create the thing. But if you want to create a big project, at that time you need to create a sample environment, or you need to create a good environment in your system. It should be PC or laptop, anything. For that purpose, we will need IDEs, integrated development environments. Okay, IDEs are several type of IDEs are there in the market, like VS Code, Sublime Text, Notepad++, Atom, and so many things are there. But I personally like VS Code because it's more flexible. Because for example, I am writing different type of codes like VS. I will write React Native, React, Python, HTML, so many. This much type of codes I will write. So at that time I feel VS Code is better for my choice. Okay, this is not compulsory. You can download anything you want. That is not compulsory. You can download whatever you want. You can download Sublime Text, Atom, anything you want. Okay, there is no compulsory in it. So, but in this video I will explain you how to download the VS Code and how to set up the VS Code. And also after that I will explain what is Git and GitHub, what is the connection between Git and GitHub, and what is VCLs and all. I will explain you. To download the VS Code, I will give a link in the description. You can check it out. Just click on the link. You will be redirected to this page. Okay, this is not the page. This page. If you are a Windows guy, or if you are a Linux guy, if you are a Mac, then you need to download whatever you want. If you are Linux, you can download here. If you are from Mac, you can download the Mac version here. I am a Windows, right? I can download the Windows version. I already downloaded the Windows version. I will just click. I can show that. And you all know the basic step how to install, right? Just click on double click here. And OK, click on OK. It needs administrator permissions. That's not a big problem. I can trust this. And just click on this agree agreement. I can agree the agreement. And just basic stuff. Just click next and click on install. It will install the VS Code for us. Okay. After installation, I will tell you what to do. Yeah, installation is completed. I can click on just finish button. It will open a VS Code for me. This is a demo one. Okay, I will delete this one. You will not get this one because I already created before. You will get something like this. Like this you will get. Okay, after that you need to click this explorer, and just click on open folder. You can create some folder here. In desktop I created one folder called demo. I can open this, set this folder. Okay, see, I can create this folder. I can just open the folder, right? I can write here several type of codes. I mean several type of files like demo.html. I can create a HTML page file, and also I can create JavaScript file, and I can create any file you want. I can create a Python file, anything you want. You can also create the CSS file, mo.css, anything you want. Okay, you can see the icons are changed, right? Like this. Okay, so this is the purpose of IDs. In this folder I can create all this type of files, and I can write the HTML code here, I can write the Python code here, I can write the JavaScript code here, and I can merge all the files. Okay, for this purpose, this is a sample, a good environment, right? So if you want to change anything, like if you want to change the font, and if you want to change anything, font size, anything you want, a simple settings, you can go to this gear button and click on this settings button, and you can see some set of settings out there. Here I can change this font size, I can change the font family, I can change the font types. Instead of this I can put monster art, it's monster art, or Times New Roman, anything you want. These are simple basic steps. Okay, this is about VS Code. Okay, and also we have so many features in the VS Code, we will explain in future. I will not explain now. Okay, day by day you can understand everything. So after that you will need to understand what is Git and GitHub. Okay, and I will tell you what is the connection between Git and GitHub. You need to download first of all you need to create an account in the GitHub. Okay, just go to GitHub and go to github.com and create a mail. Okay, create a GitHub mail, and just click on this sign up button and enter your mail, something stuff. You can need to sign up this GitHub. Okay, after that you need to click on the link in the description. I will give the link in the description. Just click this link, you will be redirected to the downloadable page. Git download. Okay, you need to download this Git. I will give the link in the description, don't worry. Like here also I can download the Windows version. If you are a Mac, you can download the Mac version. Linux version is here. I will download the Windows button, Windows version. I downloaded now. I can just click on, double click here, and small same stuff, next install. Next. Oh my god, this many nexts are there. Okay, yeah, it's downloading. Okay, now I will tell you what is the connection between Git and GitHub. Okay, before that you need to understand one thing, like what is VCS. Okay, VCS means virtual control system, version control system. What is version control system? To understand this, I will give a small example, right? Like if you whenever you write a code, or if you are like in your future you will be work with a team, right? If any company you will be work with a team, right? At that time it will allow you to allow your team of your developers to track and communicate the changes in the software or a project. Okay, you can communicate the things. And also, for example, I will take a example called fitness band. Okay, in this this is not a VCS, but I will taking this. It will work as a VCS. It will work as VCS. In the fitness band, you can find several type of actions or several type of things. Like you can get the track. You can track the steps, calorie burns, and also you can track the distance you traveled. Okay, similarly in the VCS also you can track who made the changes in your code, what are the changes, and when they made the changes. All these basic steps you can get, and you can track by using VCS. Okay, this VCS is one of the VCS is Git. This is what you downloaded. This is the Git is VCS. Okay, so like this we have several type of things. Like we all know that if there is any product, or if there is a company in the market, there will be a competitions to that product or company. Like that we also have GitHub. For GitHub also we have so many type of competitors. Like not only competitors, different type of companies we have, like GitLab, Bitbucket, and Beanstalk, Apache Subversions, like that. Okay, but GitHub is a open source one. If you are creating a big project, or if you are a company based project, at that time you can take something like GitLab or Bitbucket, like, because they have more secure than compared to this. Okay, until now I explained what is the connection between Git and GitHub. Okay, I think this is enough for this video. I will tell you how to connect this to a VS Code in the next video, and also I will tell basic steps you need to take before writing your code in the future videos. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much.